shit. Babe, bring my notebook next to you. The one I was writing all those. The one I was writing all the notes in. We are up and Izzy is doing stuff.
I got notes.
We got notes. We both have notes. How's everybody doing today? We are on everything. We are on Instagram. We are on Facebook. We are on YouTube. Izzy got that one titty sticking out. We're doing good today. Listen, guys, as always, let us know if our audio is good. Let us know if you can hear us talking and all that good stuff. But I think you guys can hear us talking today. Welcome to Pillow Talk.
Happy Monday, guys.
Go ahead, you deal with it. I'm gonna start sharing stuff.
So, happy Monday. What'd you do this weekend?
Nobody.
I said, what did you do? Not who did you do. I didn't do anybody either.
Really?
No.
That's not a good day.
It's not. It's not. Next weekend might be my weekend. It won't.
It won't be next weekend either?
It won't.
Oh, man, keep hope alive. That's what Jesse said. Jesse said keep hope alive.
But I did have a good time. We had dinner with friends. We celebrated KK's birthday.
Oh, right. I forgot about that. Yes, we did celebrate KK's birthday.
Yeah. And then Saturday, my cousin opened a Latin club on Staten Island. So he has like grand opening party.
Congratulations to him.
Yeah. So that was fun. So if anybody likes Latin music and you want to come out and party, come hang out with me in Staten Island.
Staten Island's not that far, y'all.
And I bought a bicycle.
You did. How did that go?
I'm a cyclist now.
Are you really a cyclist?
I'm a cyclist. I went 9 miles. That makes me a cyclist.
You went 9 whole miles?
9 miles.
That's a lot.
Is it? It is. And I cycled to work last week.
Really?
Which is 3.7 miles there and back.
See, you've been complaining about being sore. You didn't tell me you were cycling. That's why. You know, old people can't be doing stuff like that.
I'm trying to stay young and fit and hot for my babies.
For your
Hi, Danielle. I have to stay hot for the people. Max said he was well behaved.
I don't.
No, you wasn't.
Max is full of ass.
I saw your girlfriend's post.
Hold on. Yeah, hold on.
We saw you playing Super Mario.
Yeah, he was getting it in this weekend.
Making shit official on social media and shit.
You know what? I'm about that though.
Does posting about your relationship on social media make it official?
Does it what?
Screen is black.
The screen is black?
Yeah. Does posting about your relationship on social media make it official?
I think it makes it official enough. I mean, that's the new newspaper. If you want people to know.
Jeep says she woke up Sunday morning wishing she was Max.
I know. Max was like, I put a special phone call out to Max. I was like, Max, are you tired? Are you all right? Do I need to bring you any food or something?
He probably needs some hydration.
But anyway.
So getting to today's topic, guys. Today's topic is a little controversial. And I, in all honesty, didn't even want to touch this topic.
Why?
So, yeah, we're going to bring it on. Cheating in the lifestyle.
I'm glad you opened up like that. You ready?
Why?
There's a difference between infidelity and cheating.
Explain.
Infidelity happens when you are in a secure, emotional, committed relationship. Cheating happens.
You
Let's
have
just
an
say,
echo.
cheating happens when you're just like when you have a girlfriend or something like that. Hold on to this. We're gonna fix that. I'm gonna give you like the professional definitions, and we can all disagree from there.
All right, so I have some notes, right? First, people cheat because of lack of communication. If partners don't openly discuss their boundaries, feelings, and desires, misunderstandings can lead to one partner crossing agreed upon limits. I could disagree with that because if I discuss, some people do discuss their boundaries and get cheated on anyway, right? Some people do discuss their boundaries and say what they don't like, and they get cheated on anyway.
What happened? Did you
Hold
stop
on.
talking?
Yeah, so hold on. So, so I disagree with that point.
What was the point? I missed the point.
The point was that some people cheat because of lack of communication, or one partner may not openly discuss their boundaries or feelings and desires, and misunderstandings can lead to one partner crossing agreed upon limits.
Okay, so the comments was that cheating happens because of lack of communication. That's
I
what someone
mean,
said.
yeah, well, that's what I got.
So so all of you who don't know, I'm actually kind of back to, I don't want to say back to work, but I'm back. I'm working professionally again as a therapist, and it's requiring me to take so many classes and do all this crazy stuff. And one of the topics that we talked about was infidelity and what causes infidelity. What are the psychological effects of emotional and psychological effects of infidelity? And that's part of the reason why I wanted to talk about this. We were sitting next to Lola. Lola was like, "Y'all should talk about this." And that kind of solidified it for us.
And I said,
Yeah.
okay,
But
so
I
here
don't.
we are tackling a touchy subject.
But can we start with this? Can we make sure this doesn't become a man or woman bashing thing? Because talking about this, it
I
can
think
become
cheating
bashing.
goes both ways.
Okay.
Men cheat, women cheat. I think women are better.
Women cheat more.
There you go. I just said women cheat better. Women cheat better. Why do women cheat better than men?
Because men are too stupid to think that women are going to cheat on us. So we're not looking for the signs. It's not that you're actually better. It's that we're not looking for the signs.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Men are really secure in their woman, so they don't even think they have to think that way.
Yep.
Right. I got news for you.
You know what? Don't do it.
I'm not doing. I don't cheat. I don't cheat.
Okay.
People cheat because they can and have options, and those of us who don't need to be in committed relationships. Hi, Nita, baby. Cheating is universal. Women cheat with men who cheat.
So before we start, can we give an actual working definition of what infidelity is?
You said you were explaining the difference between infidelity and cheating.
So let me give you an actual working definition of infidelity. So I wrote it down. So infidelity is a secret, keyword secret, emotional, sexual, or romantic behavior that violates. That's two key words: a secret, and it violates an inherent trust in a committed relationship.
So that's not necessarily sexual.
No, it can be emotional as well. As a matter of fact, I was a serial cheater. And in my first marriage, to be completely transparent, my wife, my ex-wife would tell me all the time, it's not those women who you just had the one night stands with that hurt me the most. It's the ones who you had the committed and emotional attachments to that hurt me the most. She's like, I probably could have dealt with it if you were just wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. But you were semi-building lives, going on vacation, taking money from the house and doing, stuff with them. That's the thing that hurts. So emotional cheating, I think, is worse than actual physical cheating. Y'all could disagree. I don't know. Tell me. I don't know. But that's what infidelity is. Infidelity covers all of it.
So cheating is what?
So cheating is would be more of your non-committed girlfriend. We just started. Maybe we're just in a talking phase that we used to say. And I'm like not telling you that I'm going on another date with someone. That's kind of I cheated on you. But infidelity has more to do with a committed relationship. Yeah, has everything to do with a committed relationship. So the idea is that, and I'm giving you textbook. You guys can disagree, but this is textbook definitions. If you go to a psychologist or a therapist, this is what they will tell you. Yeah, well, if this is what
Lola
they will tell
says
you.
they're both wrong. And I think it depends, right? Because in the lifestyle, we don't mind our partners having sex with other people, depending on maybe who it is or what your dynamic is, right? But most people in the lifestyle, right, have permission to have sex with other people.
Well, but
Is that considered cheating?
no, because again, it's the expectation. So if we have an agreement, if we have set our boundaries, if our expectations are that we're going to be uh, ethically non-monogamous, that's not infidelity. That's not cheating by definition, because it's not cheating. Again, my opinion, it's not cheating unless it's secret. That's the key word. It's secret. No one knows. You're lying. You're going behind somebody's back. That's what infidelity is. That's what cheating is.
So how about when you give your partner permission to play with someone and they take it further than it needs to go? We're still echoing.
We're still echoing. All right. That can be considered cheating. Yes.
But you were initially given permission to play.
Yeah, but again, you stepped out of the boundaries of what our agreement was or is. That's what makes it cheating. You're stepping outside of those boundaries.
Cheating is not healthy. It takes a toll and causes pain on both ends. I agree. I've been a cheater before. I've been a cheater before, but not in the lifestyle. I cheated before in my vanilla life, and it was because my partner at the time, I was going to college, I was working, and I was focused on being, this straight A student and building my career and stuff. And he was running around with hood rat boogers, right? And now we could talk about it, right? Because we haven't.
Hood rat boogers.
Yeah, he was with the hood boogers, and I'm like, you really cheating on me with hood boogers? Like, I'm over here busting my ass to give us a better future, and you running around with that?
Yeah.
And his response was to me, which I can respect it now. We're good friends now, and his response to me was, "They had time. You didn't give me time."
Well, that goes into something that I wrote down about the causes of cheating. There are a lot of causes. There are a lot of things that can cause cheating, and unfortunately, the person that is being cheated on very often doesn't care about what caused the cheating, even if they themselves were the cause. So let's again, infidelity is never right, cheating is never wrong. However, I gotta look to my notes. I'm not gonna act like I'm not looking at my notes. Lack of love and affection.
Yeah.
Lack of love and affection.
So in his eyes, so I can agree with why we, I'm not mad at him anymore about it. Like, we're friends. I understand it. He was just not my person. Lola says, if you're doing things behind your partner's back, that's cheating. Texting is cheating. If you're doing it behind your back, dating on a sneaky level, etc. I feel like sexting is cheating.
It is.
I feel like sexting is cheating. I feel like flirting, like certain types of flirting could be cheating too. Like, so I'm really quick to shut dudes down when they hit me up. I'll say thank you for the compliment, and I'm in a relationship or whatever. I'm quick to shut that down. But
But you know what that's called? That's called micro cheating.
Why?
Micro cheating is again, I'm giving you hard definitions today. Micro cheating is subtle, seemingly small acts that can erode trust and intimacy. In other words, secret texting, spending time, hiding online activity, all those things. Though that's cheating. You're going outside of the realm of our agreement, what we say our boundaries are. You're not having sex with anybody. You're not starting an emotional relationship with someone, but you're doing those things. You're sexting. You are, maybe you see somebody, maybe you're giving a little bit more time.
I've been guilty of that because if I feel like I'm not getting enough attention and somebody else is giving me attention, I might fall into the conversation part of it.
It's a natural thing. We as human beings, we seek intimacy. Right. We speak.
So my nigga ain't telling me I'm the most beautiful thing walking around in this earth, and somebody else is saying it. I might be like, say that again.
But I don't think you accepting a compliment is cheating. I think you going further with it. Going back and forth with them, doing all kinds of stuff.
Hakeem said people cheat because they want to. Period.
That's not true. People don't cheat because I know many people that have sat in front of me, clients. When it came down to it, the person who was the cheater was hurt by cheating. It was something that they never thought they would do, but they were, in some cases, it was such a lack of getting what they needed. They went out and found it other ways.
I like Hakeem's answer. Lack of love is a reason to leave. It's not a reason to cheat. It's an excuse to cheat. There's a difference. Ooh, that's deep. So that's just an excuse to do what we want to do anyway. Is that what you're saying?
I'm just saying. So it's
lack of love is a reason to leave. It's not a reason to cheat.
But you can still be in love with someone and cheat on them. You can be in love with someone and cheat on them. I was madly in love with my first wife, and I cheated. I was in love with her.
So why did you cheat?
Because there were other things that I felt like I wasn't getting, and I wasn't in a place where, here we go, that I could communicate those things in an effective way. And she wasn't in a place where she could, when I did try to communicate him, she wasn't really trying to hear me. So it's kind of a both.
So why didn't you just leave?
Because of commitment. There were children, there were bills, there were houses. It's not, you just can't just walk out the door when you have all those commitments. It doesn't work like that. It's not realistic. It sounds nice on paper, but we got 4 houses that we trying to do together. We got these kids, and you don't want the kids to be without the parents. And we did a good job of parenting our children, so they didn't know what was going on. So, yeah.
I like this. I compare a cheater to a thief, both opportunists and stealing my time. Ooh, that's deep.
I actually kind of like that.
Hi Crystal, hi Tammy, hi Nova. We covet what we want, what we're not supposed to have. So you think that sometimes we spend more time focusing on what? Do you think that sometimes you may spend more time focusing on what you're not supposed to have than actually taking care of what you do have?
Of course we do. 100%. Listen, even now, even in the LS, when I think when a girl makes it hard for me, that's a turn on for me. That makes me want to go harder. And I covet that thing that I can't have. It's like I want it. But then very often when I finally get it, I don't want her anymore. It's like, well, I don't want you now. But yeah, we definitely cover things we don't want.
Jennifer said, if micro cheating is cheating, then I've cheated on everyone I've been with. Guilty.
Yeah, micro cheating is cheating.
See, I'm the type that if I don't feel like I'm getting what I need, I'm going to say it. Like, I need more of this. But if I don't get what I need, I'm out. Because
go to what Nova said. I like that.
People don't have to cheat. It's a choice. Oh. I always empathize that it's the fault of the person being... Oh, it's a choice. I always emphasize that it isn't the fault of the person being cheated on.
I disagree with that. I disagree with that. I do. Because when you're not giving your partner what they want, again, you should never ever cheat. However, if you're not giving your partner what they want, if they're being clear and telling you they're not getting what they want, then
I think it does go both ways in terms of communicating what your needs are, because nobody could guess, right? Nobody could guess. So if a person's giving you, excuse me, I have no voice. If a person's giving you minimal effort and you're accepting of it and you don't say anything, then the person may think that that's enough for you and they're doing the right thing. But if you don't feel like you're getting enough, you have to communicate and say, hey, this is not enough.
Well, that's what I said. You have to communicate that thing.
But if you don't communicate and you not getting what you want, going somewhere else to get it is not the answer.
It's definitely 100% not the answer, but we are trying to figure out why people do it.
And Nova said to you, commitment to a house is more than a person, more than the person is not okay, sir.
No, it's not a commitment to the physical house. It's commitment to the family. And now somebody's going to say, well, if you were so committed to the family, you wouldn't have cheated to begin with. That would be the answer to that. But it's more to it than that, especially from a male point of view.
So do we think that cheaters are bad people?
So no, they're not bad people. They're many times they're good people who just made very, very horrible mistakes. They're not bad people.
I think that there's a question of their person's integrity.
Of course, yes.
Right. So if I see that a person is cheating on their partner, I'm not going to trust them around me either. Because if you could do this to the person that you're building a life with, that you're buying houses with, that you have a family with, then what stops you from doing that to me? Even as a friend, like.
So you think so? Do you take the position once a cheater, always a cheater?
I don't think once a cheater, always a cheater. Because again, you could be cheating because that's just not your person.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I've cheated before, and I was young, and I got caught, and it was ugly. It was so ugly. And I promised myself never to get caught like that again. And so the reason
y'all hear how she said that though? She said, I promise to never get caught like that again.
Yeah, I'll never want to get caught like that again. So I'd rather just not cheat.
Okay.
I'd rather just not cheat and just be out, because it was humiliating as a woman.
It can be.
Right? Because as men, you get men cheat or whatever. But then as a woman, when you cheat, you're the biggest whore. Yeah. And you just get slandered in so many ways. And I was so young to have to deal with that. And the person I cheated with deserved to get cheated on. Let me tell you.
But see, well, then that goes back.
He deserved it.
But like, you can't then say it's not the fault of the cheater.
It's so funny because he would go hang out with bitches, right? He'll have his homeboy come pick him up at the house. He'll be like, "Oh, we going out, da 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 da," and then his homeboy would drop him off at the girl's house and come back to me. And be like, I don't know why he's leaving you home alone. And I'd be like, no, we can't do this.
Oh, man, that dude wasn't
like,
a real dude.
He's fine. He's busy over there doing what he want to do. And he's leaving you by yourself. So I'm coming to keep you company. He broke bro code and gave me some good dick.
You know what? That ain't even right.
I mean, he knew I was a good girl and I was being home reading my books. I'm always home reading my books. I was sitting in the house reading my books, and he's over there cheating with her boogers.
So look at this. So Crystal and I think we are saying the same thing.
How about holding accountability when you have pushed someone to cheat? How many people are ready to admit that they pushed their partner to it?
And that's what I'm talking about. Sometimes we push our partners to do things. Again, not saying that it's okay, but we push people to do things.
In my scenario, when I did cheat, I felt like I was pushed to it, right? At that time, I justified it. Like, I just said it even now. He deserved me to cheat, right? I was faithful to him for a long time. And at that time, I was a bookworm. I used to go to school, go to work, and go to school, go to work. I had no social life. I never went out. And he never even took me out. So he's running around taking these other hood boogers out,
Uh-huh.
and I'm over here in the house reading my books. So I felt justified in that. But now I realize that I compromised myself. I compromise myself and my morals
Mm-hmm.
and my dignity. So me not cheating is not for the other person. Me not cheating is for me and my conscience and my morals. So I'm faithful to myself.
Right. So we have Nova and Hakeem on one side of the spectrum. You have myself and Crystal on the other side of the spectrum. We kind of have you and Lola and everybody else in the middle
Like
of
in
the
the
spectrum.
middle.
Yeah.
I'm a little in the middle. Henry asks, what zodiac sign has the biggest cheating ratio? Virgos.
You know what?
Scorpios.
Aries don't cheat. We don't have to. We're too perfect.
Yes, I did cheat with his homie. I had a good time.
But you know what? That question in and of itself is proving your point. He's like, dang, you cheated with his homie.
I cheated with the homie, but that wasn't really his homie, right?
Yeah, it really wasn't his homie. I do think that you can.
Nova says you can't be pushed to do something outside of your character. No, you cannot.
Yes, that's not true. How many people have have made bad decisions based on certain circumstances that wouldn't normally be their character?
But that's when you have to really stand on your character. And I think that's a lesson that we learn along the way. Right? In the beginning, yes, I cheated, and that was outside of my character. I was upset. Any man that I'm with, I'm completely invested. I'm totally obsessed with my dude. Right? And at that time, I felt justified for doing what I did. Mm-hmm. But when it backfired on me and I got caught, I realized that I compromised myself and my morals because I had put myself in a situation that I shouldn't have even been in. Right? I should have just left.
So I'm going to ask this question. So Nova and Hakeem, since you guys are taking this stance, I'm going to ask you this question. Have you guys ever done something that was outside of your character?
Nova, have you ever cheated?
Well, let's not even say cheated. Let's just
done anything outside of
anything outside of your character, because they're making very blanket statements.
It's a choice. Can't push a grown adult through. You choose. You had enough. Landon Hall, I think that the physical cause, if you hit once but go back again and again, it's physical, but the more you keep going back,
you can build an emotional bond.
Let's talk about that, because let's bring it back to just a lifestyle.
Yeah.
Right? Where people get permission to do certain things, and then they keep seeing the same people over and over again, and now their partner is uncomfortable with the situation, right? Like, I was comfortable with you playing with this person, but I didn't want you to fall in love with this person, or I didn't want this person to be a part of our life at home. Like, I was cool with playing with them at a party and leaving them there, right? But now they're becoming a part of our home and our life. And I could say, like, I've been on both sides. As a unicorn, right? I caught feelings for a person I was dating as a unicorn. But once the wife expressed that she was uncomfortable, and she's on here, that's my homie, we're good friends, I backed off. I backed off because I respected their marriage, right? I respected what they had going on.
But let me ask you this question.
And I didn't intend to catch feelings. It's just something that happened.
But here's the key. You backed off, and did the husband back off as well?
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's hard for the girl, or we're saying we're doing men and women, but actually in this world, we have seen this works on both sides. We just hear about men cheating more, but it's often the person's husband or the person's wife
that keeps pulling the person
and in. Because you're emotionally tied to them, it's hard for you to break that. I mean, let's be real. Let's not talk textbook or what sounds good. When you have emotional ties to somebody, it's hard to break them.
I had an emotional tie to the husband, but I also had a lot of respect and love for the wife.
But he also pushed you away, correct?
It was a mutual agreement
amongst
the three of us that's it. This is not going how it should go. She had her discomfort. I had feelings. My feelings were hurt, right? And because it's natural, and her and I just had a conversation about it the other day. It's natural to catch feelings with a person when you're spending too much time.
Don't say too much time, just time period.
too much time. Because if we're spending time at an event and we chilling and laughing and having a good time and bonding, and then you guys go home to your life and I go home to my life, then it's like, okay.
Right.
But if now I'm going home with you and I'm staying in your house and I'm staying over and I'm there for days at a time, and it's only natural for me to catch feelings.
On both sides, yeah.
On both ends, right? So I think that one way that we prevent that, and I was having this conversation with another girl.
Deuces. That was a good fuck.
It's keeping it recreational, not deuces. Our friendship is cool. We'll see you at the next event, right? And maybe you'll be our choice to play with, and maybe you won't.
But now let's also, I just want to throw this little tidbit in here. There's nothing wrong with an emotional tie if everyone involved is agreeing to that emotional tie. Some things are recreational, but some couples are in it looking for another girlfriend. Some couples are looking in it, or some people are poly, and they don't mind their spouse or their significant other having a very, very strong emotional tie to somebody. So it's not that it's wrong. It's that you have to fit what works in your situation.
It's wrong if it's not consented by everybody.
No, that's what I said. That's what I'm saying.
It's wrong if it's not consensual. I'm in a poly dynamic, but I'm learning that I'm not poly, right? And my partner has another partner, and I loved it when the three of us were together and everything was cool. I loved every minute of it. I wanted to take her everywhere with us and everything. But after a while, I'm like, damn, I need me time, you know? And then, so now he dates her separately. He's still involved with the girl, and he dates her separately. I don't really like it that much anymore.
But while you don't like it, it's not cheating.
It's not cheating.
And it's not infidelity, because everybody
because I know and I've consented to it.
Right. So,
right? But in terms of looking for a new girlfriend, I'm like, I already got to share my time with somebody else. Now I got to share it with another person. I'm good. I'm cool on the girlfriend thing.
But see, I'm
cool on it.
But that goes back to what I'm saying. That's what you found out that works for you. You know,
if I get a girlfriend, she's just for me. She's not even. I don't even want her to be involved with him.
You know what, Renee? What was it, like a month ago? Was on the show, and she was talking about that. Renee was saying that she was poly, but then when her significant other started catching feelings, and she saw that the other person started catching feelings for a significant other, she's like, "Whoa, I don't think I can do this." And they both made the decision to pull back. That's maturity.
Yeah,
that's maturity. And you know what? You either have to both make the decision to pull back, or say, you know what, I'm poly and this is my life, and you both have to be mature enough to say, well, we need to go our separate ways, and not be angry at the other person for being honest with you about who they are.
And that's a big deal, right? Because a lot of people are not honest because they feel that they're going to get a reaction.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm learning that myself in all areas of life, not just in relationships, but just not overreacting when a person tells me something and they're being honest. Because you got to be able to receive the information if you want communication.
Yeah.
Right. And you got to be able to open to listening to things you may not want to hear. Right. But I'd rather the truth. Tell me something I may not want to hear, and let me choose.
Yeah.
Right. Because that's transparency. Max said, I used to cheat. Negative. I wasn't honest with the fact that I am meant to be ethically non-monogamous.
Mm-hmm.
How many people maintain their integrity in the face of challenges? That's a good question, because integrity is doing the right thing when no one's watching.
Yep.
And no matter how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
That's integrity, right? And I think you could build on your integrity. Maybe you may not have too much integrity at first, but you learn, like, this is not who I want to be, right? This is not the reaction that I want to get.
Yeah.
It was in them to cheat to start with. It is the most of us to Virgo back.
Hakeem, I think you're going too far. I'm going to say this. You sound like someone who was cheated on, and you're like, he's like dealing with some stuff.
I feel like almost everybody has been cheated on in some way, shape, or form. I think that we have mostly been on both sides, even if it's just micro cheating, in terms of flirting with a person, maybe saying too much, giving too much eyes, too much entertainment, right? I feel like that's microcheating. And it's funny because in my culture, right, like women are not supposed to even look men in the eyes.
But it's the opposite with the men, right?
Well, when you're having a conversation, you look at someone in their eyes, right, as a respect thing. But as a flirting thing, you're not really supposed to look men in the eyes, because when you give men the eyes, they think it's okay to flirt. It's like an opening, right? So for me, as a businesswoman, I look men in the eye when I'm having conversations, like business conversations, and I know how to keep that business persona. But when guys are flirting, when guys are flirting with me, I may not give them too much eye contact, especially like I have a man, so I'm not gonna really be sitting there like giving you all of that.
Yeah.
And I understand feelings get involved if you're spending. Lola said, I love Jose to have a girlfriend. And I understand. I can't see.
You can see the blue.
Okay.
Look at the blue.
I understand feelings get involved if you're spending a lot of time together. I'm for it as long as there are no lies. There's honesty and boundaries aren't crossed. Shit, I have feelings before with my two of my ex-boyfriends.
Yeah, so again, I think it all goes back to what's your boundary, what's your personal boundary. I think it's really you cannot say what's right and wrong. You can only say what's right and wrong for you and your particular situation.
Right, because some couples are okay with that. Like she's okay with that. Some couples may not be okay with a person catching feelings, right? Men think that a woman looking into their eyes is flirting. In my culture, yes. In my culture,
but no, not just in your culture. They do. I have been accused. I'm a natural flirt anyway, but I've been accused of flirting, and all I'm doing is just talking to you, looking in your eyes, because I think I was taught that when you talk when you talk to somebody, you look them in their eyes. You look a man in the eyes. You do whatever. You don't look down. You don't look them in the eyes. But some people take that as me flirting. Sometimes I tell people all the time, if I'm flirting, you'll know I am, because it's going to be nerdy and goofy.
I feel like I don't know how to flirt, but some people say I'm a natural flirt. But I don't be flirting. Like I just be chilling, right? I don't feel like I intentionally flirt with people. I don't know how to intentionally flirt. But I can come off as a flirt because Lola, you are a big flirt. You flirt in your sleep. Yeah. You flirt in your sleep, Lola. I don't feel like I'm a big flirt. I really don't. But people say I am.
I'm sitting here trying to think of an instance where I saw you just like overtly flirt.
Have you ever seen me overtly flirt? No.
I know what your flirting looks like.
What does my flirting look like?
You get silly.
Do I?
Yeah.
You get silly?
You get silly.
I feel like I'm silly all the time.
No, when you like someone, I can tell.
You can?
Yeah, you get silly.
How many people have you seen me like? Not many.
Not many. Really, to be honest with you, not that many. But I can tell when I just recently said something. I was like, yeah, I know. It's like you won't cheat, but I can tell you like somebody. But that's because I know you. Yeah. And I think some people might misconstrue your, because you can, you'll dance up on somebody. That's not Izzy flirting. If you see Izzy, that's not Izzy flirting. Dancing. That's not Izzy flirting. I do
flirt with women. Yes, I do. Joy.
Oh yeah.
I flirt with all the ladies. Yeah. I love me some ladies. And Lola says she knows my eyes. All right, I might give you a little, right? But everybody doesn't get that from me, though. Everybody does not get that from me. So a lot of times I really am just laughing and joking around and having a good time. And people
but you can tell the difference
as my flirting, and it's not. Let's highlight this, Joy, because Izzy does flirt with the women.
So let's go back to flirting a little. Let's go back to infidelity. So infidelity. What are some of the oh Jesus. What are some of the things that happen, the consequences of flirting? I'm saying flirting. What are some of the consequences of infidelity? Some of the consequences of infidelity, your partner becomes just feel like they become disconnected to you. Um, what else? Anger, lack of trust, betrayal, feelings of betrayal,
humiliation. Because I feel more than anything, if I'm out here and I'm posting you, that's why I asked before, does posting on social media make your relationship real? If I'm posting you and I'm taking you out and introducing you to all my peoples, and I'm introducing you to my family and have you around my kids, and you out here making me look like a fucking bozo in the streets, it's the disrespect for me.
I've seen you.
If you cheat on me, please be quiet about your shit.
Yeah.
Don't be outside embarrassing me.
What you say? There are rules to the game.
Yeah, like if you're gonna cheat clean. All right. No, don't be messy. Cause I feel like the humiliation part of it is the hardest to get over. Maybe that's for me because I'm very prideful. Right? But that shit hurts my pride like a motherfucker. Don't have me out here looking like a bozo, and I'm here treating you with the highest regard and putting you on this fucking pedestal. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm looking at all these consequences, and I love
it. Depression hurt that pride. They can feel disrespected.
PTSD for future relationships. Sexual jealousy. I love that one. Sexual jealousy is that you now become jealous of. It's the easiest way to explain it. You become jealous of anybody that your partner
talks to.
No, it's sexual. Has sex with.
You shouldn't be in the lifestyle.
No, it happens.
If you're jealous of every person your partner's having an interaction with, you should not be in the lifestyle.
Nova, help me with that sexual jealousy thing. Give me a better definition.
I did say cheat quietly. Cheat smart.
Cheat.
If you're gonna cheat, be smart. Don't be having your partner out here looking foolish in these streets because you can't keep your shit right. Right? Like if you're gonna do it, it's wrong either way.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna do it, at least have some respect for the person you're doing it to. Some kind of a level of respect, right? Because you're already being disrespectful. But have some kind of a level of respect for the establishment of what you got going on.
Wait. Can we give? Okay, I'm about to make an extreme turn. Can we get some cheater rules? I know y'all don't like that, but here's the first rule I've learned. If you are going to cheat, not that we're saying it's okay, you cheat with someone who has just as much to lose in the game that you do. If you making $100,000, $200,000 a year, don't cheat with the cashier, because if she don't got nothing to lose by telling all your shit. I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't say that out loud, but it's the truth.
I dated this guy and he wanted to marry me, and I broke up with him because I wasn't ready for what he had to offer. And his thing was he wanted me to quit my job and move. He lived in Vegas. He wanted me to quit everything. I'm like, I own a business in New York. I have a career in New York. I have a community in New York. I'm going to leave all of that to be here with you. And you're going to be the only person I know in this town. And I don't have no plug for no jobs, no nothing. So if you leave me fucked up, I'm going to just be assed out.
But see, that's different.
I can't do that. And he was like, I don't care. He was like, you don't need to work. You could just come live here. I don't care if you work in Walmart as long as you take care of me. And I'm like, yeah, I couldn't give up what I built to and men like women that work in Walmart. They like the cashier.
Yeah, but those you can't cheat.
Men like that.
And nothing's wrong. Listen, if you're a cashier, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with you being a cashier. But you're going to tell on me if something goes down. Listen, you don't have no problems putting all my shit on social media because you ain't got nothing to lose. Yeah. Oh, wait. Nova, she's giving cheating rules. But she says separate phones that keep in the car. No close people to your partner. What is it? Be able to afford the cheating life.
Oh, be able to afford that cheating life. Dudes want to have a bunch of bitches and you can't even afford to take one on a date.
Don't bring don't bring them around your family. Don't use untrustworthy people as your excuse. See, there are rules that can help you. Not that I'm promoting it.
There's rules to the game. If you're gonna do it, there's rules to do it. Do it right.
Do it right.
If you're gonna do it right. Right. Yep. Don't cheat with anybody in your hood or your area. I mean, what's that convenient penis?
Yeah, no, you can't do that.
No convenient penis.
Nah.
No convenient sex.
Do you know why? Because they can bust up at your house any day. Knock on that door. You're going to have a whole situation.
Cheating is basically transactional. Get both your jollies off and go. That's not always like that, because if it was that way, if it was that simple and you was getting your jollies off and going, then it wouldn't be so messy. It gets messy because emotions get involved. Emotions get involved when you spend too much time with people.
Mm-hmm. Right? Everybody, Nova, people want to know why you got this list ready. After all that you said about infidelity, why you got a ready list?
Cheater rule: call me, I'm not calling you. If your nigga get my number.
wait, highlight that shit. Wait, go back.
If your nigga get my number, they could put in a cash app to get my name. Damn. Also, I didn't even know you could think about putting in a cash app.
That wow.
Shit, send me some money if you fucking my nigga. How about that?
That's some next level PI shit.
If you go fuck my nigga, get my cash app. Send me some money so I can go to the spa or something while y'all doing you. If you gonna cheat, make sure your wife is good and that she's good at taking care of. Give her some money to go out with her friends.
Cheater rule: make sure the wife is taken care of.
You know what I'm saying? My baby daddy, I can't lie. He would cheat on me, but before he left the house, he would leave me money. He would leave me weed. He make sure I have food. He made sure I was good before he go and cheat on me with the next bitch, right? So I can't even lie. Make sure you take care of your person, right?
Make sure.
All men in my family are cheaters except one, so I don't personalize it like some do. I just don't trust cheaters as a friend or confidant. I agree.
I can understand that. I can understand that.
I agree with that. I agree.
Yeah.
Right. And like I said, again, it comes down to integrity. Yeah. Right? And if you don't have integrity in your relationship, it's kind of hard to have integrity in a friendship. Right? Why would I expect you to have integrity as my friend if I see you not doing the right shit in your relationship?
I can understand how one would feel that way, but you said you were a cheater, but I know you to be a wonderful friend. So that doesn't.
I cheated, and that was over 20 years ago.
But were you not being a good friend to the people in your life 20 years ago? Okay, never mind. Plead the fifth.
I didn't have a lot of friends.
Okay.
Men will lose it before women. Women might key your car. I don't deal with women in relationships. Men are crazy. I think that's an unnecessary beef to get yourself into. Ladies, also remember that, right? Men or men too, right? People are prideful. So when you're hurting their pride, you're putting this person in a predicament where you could cause a problem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't ever want my man to walk into a room and another nigga be like, yeah, I had his bitch bent over. Da, 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 da.
Yeah. Well, you know unless it's in the LS.
Unless it's in the LS, and I would tell my partner, like, yo, this dude is saying, this dude is in my face or whatever. This dude is in your face. I used to play with that person. And I would tell my dude myself before anybody else goes and tells my dude.
But you know what? Let me say this, though. There is a level of... I don't know why I can't think of the word. No dude should be like, I had that
bitch. Good night, Lola.
Bye, Lola. There's no girl, no dude or girl should be like, I had that bitch bent over such and such and such. You shouldn't be talking like that anyway.
But people do that.
Like whether it was consensual, whatever. That shows a lack of class.
People do that though. Mm. People do that, and I am concerned with that. Like, I know that my man is well known, and I know that. Like, I have respect for his character and I have respect for his reputation. And I just wouldn't ever want him to walk into a room and somebody to feel like they got something over on him.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I expect the same in return. And don't be having these bitches feeling special like they got something over me. Because I'll smack a bitch.
All right.
Sorry, you
Look at what Joy said.
What responsibility does the person that you're cheating with hold? It depends, because the person you're cheating with doesn't owe the other person anything.
And that's there are some women that
unless we were friends. Like, if you was my friend and you willingly fucking my man, then yeah, and you know me and you have cared about me in some way, shape, or form, or made me feel that you cared about me. Now that's a betrayal because
That's different.
yeah. But if you don't know me, you don't owe me nothing. You don't owe me nothing.
But you know, a lot of women don't feel that way. A lot of women will go to the girlfriend.
It's always on the man. It's always on the person
or the
cheating.
person should stop saying the man
or the woman, right? It's always on the person that's cheating. It's that person's fault because the other person is only gonna do what you allow them to do.
Yeah.
Right? The other person is only gonna do what you allow them to do. So if you're not with the shits, then the other person can't get but so far. But if you're telling them it's okay, can you give me a refill? Ice melted.
I'm actually sitting here looking at that cup. Where's the producer? We need the producer.
Right? If you are pretending to be my friend and you know me, right? And like I've had girls want to be my friend because they want to get close to my nigga. It's happened. And I'm like, that's cute. I'm like, I see you though. That's cute though. At least they're playing it right and trying to be my friend to get close to my nigga. But if you just want to fuck him, that's fine. But don't try to be my friend if you like in love with the nigga and you trying to. Don't throw it out.
I'm gonna refill you.
Right? Don't try to be my friend if you in love with the nigga. If you just want to smash and have a good time and play, be my friend. But if you try to be my friend just so that you could get close to my nigga, you think he's gonna fall in love with you, then don't try to be my friend, bitch. Play your role.
Yeah.
Stay on the other side and do you, because he's only gonna let you do what he lets you do. And it's always gonna be on him. But if you try to play me and be my friend, now we got beef, bitch. Now we got beef. Don't let anybody be able to tell me something about my partner that I don't already know. That's such a big deal to me. I'd rather us have that hard conversation than somebody else. The echo came back. There's somebody else telling me something.
Right.
Because now ladies are way jealous than men. I think women handle jealousy better than men do, though.
They do not. Sorry.
Men crumble because their pride gets involved. We have an echo.
Mm-hmm.
I hate when they buddy up to you just to get to your man or girl. Yeah, like if you just want to play with us and you like us, of course, come hang out, you know. But if you're trying to get with my man, don't be my friend, girl. Go on your end. Go do you on your side. And if you could get him, keep him. How about that?
I think that's also a thing. If your man, if the woman or the man is so easily taken away, you need to let them go away. No one should ever be able a pretty face.
I'm not fighting for no guy. I'm not, but I'll fight off the principle that you was trying to be my fucking friend and you was pretending and you was getting close to me. Now I'm gonna fight for that.
Yeah.
But I'm not fighting over the nigga. You can have him. If he is easily swayed, keep him. You know what I'm saying? Keep him. I don't want him.
But that goes back to the word we use. Somebody used it, integrity in a relationship.
Yeah, if he ain't got no integrity, fuck him too. Fuck him and fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm drinking too much.
Yeah, I see. You all right?
I am. Facts. If you try to decide between me and her,
she
please
leaning back
her.
and parlay and everything. That hood is he coming out right now?
The hood is he coming out? Listen, we could all pull them. So just like my man could pull a bunch of women, I could pull a bunch of men. That doesn't, it is what it is. But it's the fact that he chooses me and he still comes around, and I like that part. Right. I'm not fighting over anyone. I'm not even addressing it with my partner. I don't need to know why or understand. I'm good. Deuces. Sometimes there is because I used to be that way too, Nova. I am a track star like a motherfucker. And you said I'm not?
No, not you.
Not me?
No.
I'm a track star. I'll be out in a second. But sometimes we do have to take accountability for what we're lacking and what we're not doing.
That's what I was saying in the beginning. Right? Hello.
And if you want to make it work, right? Because there's been times that I tell my dude, like, yo, I need more of this. Like, and I'm communicating because I'm not complaining. I'm communicating because I want to make it work. So before I go and I do something I'm not supposed to do,
Mhm.
or leave you, because that would be the first option, right?
Mhm.
It's like, I want to make it work. Let's fix this. This is what's lacking. This is what I need. I am a runner and a
So,
track
but you
star.
know
I'll
what?
be
I
out.
think I think that you just hit a very, very good point. Sometimes people receive communicating as complaining.
Yes, I'm
I'm
not
not complaining.
complaining.
I'm just
I
communicating
like that, bro. You
my
sexy.
feeling. Yeah, I know. So I'm just communicating my. She done took our whole attention away, and I'm just communicating my feelings and how I think.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't confuse communicating for an argument,
Yeah.
right? Communication doesn't have to be an argument, right? And there are times where we may get too busy, or we may be doing too much, or we not
Yep.
feeling well,
Yep.
or just things aren't going right, and we may be lacking in taking care of our person,
Mm-hmm.
right? I've been guilty of that in the past, when I've been a terrible girlfriend because I focus more on my business
Mm.
and my social network than the person I had at home, which is why I chose to be single for so long. I chose to be single, and I would tell guys off the rip, like, we could chill, but I'm a terrible girlfriend.
Yeah.
That's why I chose this poly thing, because I'm like, all right, I can have somebody pick up the slack while I'm doing me.
I remember when you first got in a relationship. That's exactly what you said.
Right? I'm like, you know what? This might work for me because I could still focus on my business and still focus on my kids and still focus on myself. I still love my alone time, right? But I know that his needs are still being met, and that bitch could do all the shit I don't want to fucking do.
But then those emotions got into play.
Then when emotions came to play, shit got a little different.
Yeah.
Got a little different.
Listen, it's 10 o'clock. I think this is
An ongoing conversation.
you guys
Most men are just getting used to getting attention. So I don't think that's true.
Will they say that again?
So most men are just getting used to getting attention. So when a woman has a man that gets as much or more attention than them, that can cause jealousy as well if he doesn't act on it but loves the attention.
Can I respond to this?
Women are used to 20 men a day trying for their attention.
Can
That's
I
a good point.
But can I respond to this?
That's a great point.
You want to know my response? Yeah. Grow the fuck up. That's my response to that.
Is it?
Yep, grow up. So what? You're not getting attention. Grow up. I expect my partner to get more attention than me. She's fucking gorgeous. When she walks in the room,
that's not the point that he was making.
Okay, what's the point?
The point he was making is that women are used to getting more attention than men, so we don't react to the attention all the time.
Okay.
Right? But some men are not used to getting that attention, so now they come into LS and they're getting all this attention from all these women.
Okay.
And they don't know how to handle it. I agree.
Okay.
I think that's
I'm sorry.
thing.
I misunderstood that.
I think that is a thing.
It is. Yeah. It can be overwhelming.
Scheduling weekly, monthly check-ins to spend time with your partner with no distractions to discuss how you feel the relationship is going is important. I agree with that too. I need my me time. I need that. If I don't get that, I act up. I'm not cheating though, but I act up. I do. I'll be spazzing out. I ain't gonna lie.
But you know what? Can we talk about that a little bit and then we'll start ending it? Because we talked about infidelity. Let's talk about things that we can do
to prevent it.
We already talked about the communication. Hearing.
I think you need to be your partner's biggest fan.
Yeah.
Especially in the lifestyle where we all have fans. This lifestyle can confuse people and have people feeling like they're more important than they really are.
What the hell?
Right? Yes, this and in a beautiful way, I love the lifestyle because it gives me a great confidence boost. You guys make me feel special. Well, and I love it. And it's good for my ego and it's good for my self-confidence. And it makes me feel like I matter and I'm important in the world. And I love our LS community, guys. I really definitely love you guys. You guys are really good for my spirit and my mental health. I love the attention that I get, but I need my partner to give me more attention than everybody else does. Because if I could go here and feel like a superstar, and my dude is like, "Yo, what up? All right, nigga, I'm gonna go over there." Because I'm getting the attention over there. They're my biggest fans. You're not my biggest fan. So I need my partner to be my biggest fucking fan.
Listen, let me tell you something. I tell my partner all the time, a million women can walk up to me and tell me that I'm the best looking person on the face of the planet. We like your geekiness. They can give me all these confidence. Compliments. I love it, and it does give me confidence. However, when she says it,
yeah, I could get a million and one compliments, but if if I don't see my man hit my phone and say something to me, like tell me you want to sniff my drawers or something, because I got everybody else saying all this other shit to me. I need you to make me feel sexy and wanted.
Yeah, no one will ever out compliment me when it comes to my partner.
Don't let nobody else make your partner feel more special than you make them feel.
Nope.
Because it's easy to get sucked into that.
Yeah.
It is. The fuck?
Yeah, I was laughing with my partner the other day.
Yeah, I need to flirt. I like flirting. You better fucking flirt with me, motherfucker. Because if everybody else is flirting with me and telling me how sexy and beautiful I am, and then I come to you and you're like, "Oh, what up?" I'm going back over there.
But here's the thing. You have to be with a partner that when you say it to her or him, you're not just saying it to keep them, but you actually mean it.
I need you to mean it.
Yeah, my partner can wake up in the morning and sleep in her eyes and her hair's not together. I still think she's more beautiful than any woman on the face of the planet. Sometimes she look at me, she's like, "You lying?" No, I'm serious. I think you're gorgeous. And I mean that. So that's number one. Number two, well, I think the whole thing is really just a communication thing. Oh, you have to be willing to receive what your partner says without getting defensive. Or, without getting defensive. Just because they're communicating their feelings doesn't mean that they're putting you down.
No, it doesn't. What I said, Lambs, what I said.
It doesn't mean that they're putting you down. Just because I'm saying I'm not being fulfilled in this area. I'm not saying you're a bad person. I'm not saying you're a bad girlfriend or a bad boyfriend. Oh, thumbs up. I'm not saying you're a bad person or a bad girlfriend. It's just saying I need more. What's my love language? Everybody knows my love language. What is it?
Feeding me?
Eating you?
Feeding.
Oh, I was like, what? No. Yes.
Words of affirmation.
Feeding. I love cooking. You know what my partner told me one day? She was like, "I love that you cook." She's like, "But that doesn't make me feel special."
That makes me feel special, friend. Don't stop.
But she said, "That's not what I like." And she said, "I like this." So I started doing the thing that she likes. Don't be scared to do that.
Yo, my nigga call me, be like, "I need you to meal prep for me for the week." I'm there, nigga. What you want to eat? Like, whatever. You got to make sure you're filling your person's need, right? You have to make sure if there's a need. Like, his love language is being taken care of. I'll clean up his room. I'll fold his laundry.
Acts of service.
Like, yeah, he likes acts of service. I'm going to do whatever it is that my person needs to make them feel taken care of. It don't matter how fucking tired I am, but if that man is hungry and he needs something to eat, I'm getting up to feed my dude. It's not about the food for me, it's me feeding his soul. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, yet another thing, we can add that to the list of keeping your dude from cheating on you.
Feed the nigga.
Listen, let me tell you something. Guys are really, really simple. We need food, and we need sex, and we need respect. You give us those three things, you made in a shake. Women are a little bit more complicated. Food, sex, and respect. That's all we need. I promise you. You give them that, you're going to be straight. And women,
we need affirmations.
Okay.
We need to be told that we're beautiful and we're sexy and we're wanted. We need to feel needed. Women need to feel needed, right? Because we like nurturing and taking care of a person. So being able to feel needed, you need to make us feel like you need me. I need to feel like you can't breathe without me, nigga. Like, if you could go a week or two without smelling my armpits, I feel like there's a fucking problem. There's a problem.
Landon, I'm going to add that one. You're right. Peace. Yes. Food, sex, respect, and peace. That's what we need. That's it. We're good.
Right. So I think that making sure, yes, when they are special to you and you crave spoiling them and making sure that they're good. Yeah, I need to feel that. I need to feel like my person is taken care of by me. Like I need to
Mm,
I like in
mm.
my family, my uncles or my cousin, my male cousins, they're not allowed to eat at another woman's house.
I think that's extreme, but I understand.
Now, if my uncle didn't come home hungry from work, there was a problem.
She's like, who feeding you, nigga?
Yeah,
Who
like
feeding
that's a
you?
thing for me. So when my man needs some food, I'm getting up. I'm cooking. Um, food is on my list before anything else. Then sex and affirmation. Um, I don't need my partner to necessarily cook for me because I like
I don't believe you.
doing the cooking.
I don't believe you.
No, you don't believe me because I love when you cook. But my partner doesn't cook.
Okay, what? Okay.
He doesn't cook. But that's why I have you. Is that cheating?
Oh, are we micro cheating?
Are we micro cheating?
Moving right along.
I definitely quality time and words of affirmation. I need that. I need to feel like I'm the most beautiful bitch in the room because I am.
And really taking the time to actually learn your partner. And we're giving a lot of, textbook and putting men and women in a box. But the fact of the matter is, every single person is different.
Everybody's different. What everyone needs is different.
Yeah, what works for CJ just said, so I'm just throwing your name up. What works for CJ may not work for Joy. As a matter of fact, what works for CJ, Joy might find completely disrespectful. So you have to learn your partner.
I'm going to take it back. I love a man that could cook. And in my family, my daddy cooked.
Okay.
My dad cooked for me. So I do love a man that can cook. But I do love to cook for my man and know that his belly is full and his soul is happy because of me.
Yeah.
Right? I love that.
I've gained 15, 20 pounds since I've been in my relationship.
That's that love weight, girl. That's that love weight.
Me and my partner both saying the same thing. We done both. I done put on some weight.
That's that. I put on some weight too since I've been in this damn relationship. But that's what I be feeding.
Happy weight.
That's happy weight. Drunk weight.
You know what? Anyway, give me the computer. We got to move on to what. Where are we?
We are at promos.
Watch your feet.
Guys, this was a great conversation, and I think we could talk about it for a long time, but no bashing.
Yeah.
I think that in any situation, we have all probably been a little guilty of micro cheating.
Yeah.
Even if you haven't been a full cheater. So judging people based on one situation, is not a good way to judge, right?
Yeah.
Because we've all been in a situation where we have micro cheated.
The Bible says we all fall short of. Oh, we all fall short. That's what the Bible says.
I don't know about that, but
we do.
We are all guilty of it at some sense, right? And cheating is never okay, but make sure that you're doing what you need to do on your end.
Real men kiss faux pas. Yes. Do not get rid of it. We love that shit. Sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. You were being serious, but that threw me off. Go ahead.
Make sure that you're in your relationship and you're taking care of the needs of your person, especially in the lifestyle.
Yeah.
Where you are allowed to interact with other people, but you have to take care of home first.
Can I tell you something? We haven't done it lately, but one of the things that we used to do a lot, whenever we would go to a lifestyle party and we would be doing all kinds of stuff, we had this rule. We have to come home and reconnect after the party. And that reconnection could be sometimes the sex, sometimes it's other ways, but we always needed to feel that we were connected to one another because sex is connective activity, whether you believe it or not. I do still believe that. And you have to kind of reconnect with your partner, especially on those nights when we're just being straight whores. Because Lord knows there have been some nights. Speaking of being a whore,
Jonathan's birthday party. We're gonna be big whores for Jonathan's birthday party.
Yes!
This is Saturday, April 5th. We already have 2 floors of the hotel.
It's me and Leah.
Booked. Yes, this is Leah, my boo. I love me some Leah. I do. And she owes me some oxtails.
Oh, by the way,
because that's my love language.
We don't have 2 floors booked.
And I'm sorry, Max.
Your
girlfriend is is sexually cheating with me.
I don't think he cares.
If she makes me oxtails, it's gonna be emotional.
I don't think he cares.
But anyway.
So no, we don't have 2 floors sold out as of today. I had to add another 17 rooms, so we have
3 floors.
We have 3 floors.
We had like a mini hotel takeover, right?
Yo, the hotel is small and only has 120 rooms, and we've already sold like 75. I'm like, we should have just got the whole damn hotel.
Yeah, we should have. We're almost there. So, guys, there's still rooms. If you need a room, contact Jonathan directly so that you could get on our list. Do not go and book a room on your own. So you're not gonna get our price.
Yeah.
Contact Jonathan directly. We're gonna post the link to the party. You need to have a bracelet so that you could join the festivities. It makes no sense to have a room and not be able to join the festivities.
Right. And well, I have one better for you. If you don't have a bracelet, and if you have not paid for the party, you will not be allowed to even check in.
Ooh.
Because I know with some people with no integrity might say, well, I'm just going to get a room and not pay for the party and we'll do our thing on my own. Nope, you got to stop at that front desk first. And if you do not pay for the party, you will not be allowed to come into the hotel.
Boom to that.
Yeah, I'm about to, you see how you got your legs? I'm about to take this thing off.
So you can. So Jonathan likes cologne. Leah likes perfume.
Leah likes Jonathan.
And Leah likes expensive things. And Leah likes Hennessy. And Leah likes Mary Jane.
Really? Oh wait, I forgot. Let me go back. So let me explain to you guys what type of party this is, because we do not have a ballroom that we're going to have the party in. This is going to be what I'm calling a floor crawl. So if any of you have ever been to a hotel takeover, there's one floor that's the party floor. So the party is going to be on the floor. People are going to have their doors open. We're going to have music playing in the hallway. We're going to be going in and out each other's rooms, having fun. I got to tell you, when we were there for the paintball party, it was some orgy activity going on. Like, there was Lisa's downstairs, down the hall, making people catch the Holy Ghost. There was another couple on the other side of the hallway. I'm not going to say no names. They was just pulling women and just getting them. And I walked into one room. It was like 10 people in that room. I walked in another room. It was 8 people in that room. It was just freaking bananas. But it was all fun. It was all consensual. We had an absolute blast. And I got to tell you, the hotel was down with the shits. They let us have fun.
So since we're talking about the hotel being down with the shits, let's remember to take care of our hotel so they could continue to let us do our shit. Right? We want to take care. Make sure bring extra garbage bags so that if you have extra garbage, that you put your stuff all in the bags and have it already set up for them.
Please leave that hotel.
Don't leave condoms all over the floor in the places. Don't make us look bad as a swinger community.
Yeah.
Right. Clean up your condoms. Clean up your cups. Don't leave cups all over the floors, and don't leave cups in the hallways and stuff like that. Let's treat the place with respect. Bring cover-ups if you're going to walk around the rest of the hotel.
Yes.
Right? Come in dressed normally. Come in sexy. Wear a nice dress or something, guys. Wear a nice button-down shirt or whatever coming in. And then you dress down when you get there.
Yeah.
Yes, bring some wee-wee pads if you know you're a squirter.
Yeah. Listen, you can't be completely naked even on a party floor. So if lingerie, put pasties on.
Robe.
Yeah, something robed. The hotel isn't bugging about it, but like Doc just said, we want to go back. They're being really nice. They're giving us a really good rate.
Open their doors for us again.
Yeah. So let's just be respectful. When you go in those rooms, throw off all the clothes if you want. I don't care. There will be a playroom, an official playroom.
Tip the people. Leave a tip for the cleaners.
Oh yeah, thank you, Limbs.
Please, Lems. Yes, thank you.
That's grown folk talk.
Protective covers for the beds. Like, let's take care of the hotel so they could continue to take care of us.
Yes.
Right?
All right. What's next? Oh, wait. Before this, I'm just gonna throw this in there. I appreciate my Discreet Friends team for this birthday. I keep on telling them, hey guys, you don't have to do this much. Blah blah blah. They're like being so great. I appreciate all of them. Every last one of them you see there. Doc, Joy, Lola, Max. That's my team. I promise you, I couldn't do any of this without them. They yell at me. I get on their nerves. They don't talk to me for a week, but that's my family. Period. All right, let's go. Takeover.
Hotel takeover.
You want me to do it?
Yeah.
Okay. Hotel takeover, August 22nd to the 24th. Listen, guys, this is going to be in Piscataway, New Jersey at the Holiday Inn. We're going to have a great time there. It's going to be 2 days of pure fun. It's not just going to be sex. We're going to have our DJs. We have Lisa's coming back. We have a massage therapist coming, a masseuse coming there. We have live entertainment that's going to be there. We have seminars that are going to happen.
We have body painting.
That's going to happen. Oh, by the way, there's going to be body painting at my birthday party.
There is going to be body painting at your birthday party. Yes.
So we're going to do all that. Listen, we're going to have a great time. And one of the things that I did with this hotel takeover, and I'm going to say this, Discreet Friends, we kind of seek to be like an interracial group. So we have people coming from all over the place. This isn't going to be a black takeover. It's not going to be a Hispanic takeover. It's not going to be a white takeover. Everybody is coming together, and we are going to have such a great behind time. You're going to meet new people. We're doing this with Lola Entertainment.
Yay, Lola.
Yes, we are partnering with her. We're doing this together. We have T-Dot and them coming down from Virginia. We have, who else we got? That's me and Lola. We have a crazy. We have Holly Luck. She's going to be one of our masseuses. We have Doc that's going to be there with her sexy ass. Look at that picture, y'all. I had something with Lisa's on it. I don't know where it is, but whatever. I don't know where my other people are. We have South Jersey Seduction. We have the Boudoir. We have so many other people that are partnering with us to do this. Listen, guys, after my birthday, book your hotel, buy your ticket. We'll put the link. I put the link already in the YouTube stuff, so it's there. Doc, you always have the last word. Go.
Have a sexy, productive week, guys.
She is gone. Doc and I are trying a new whiskey today.
Bro.
This whiskey is taking us out. Lord Jesus.
It's not the whiskey. I was just not feeling well before.
Oh.
I need some tea and some soup and some love.
Soup. I can give you tea, soup, but I can't work on the love. You're going to have to go to Philly for that one. Well, my partner's over there. You know.
I'm going to go cuddle with Teresa. Good night, guys. Have a good week.
Listen,
love you guys.
Like and subscribe. Listen, guys, I'm trying to get this up to like 3,000. I want 3,000 subscribers by like in 2 weeks. I think we can do it. No? I think
we could do it.
She's walking past us again.
It's the robe.
It's the robe.
That robe jiggles when she moves.
Goodbye, y'all.
Bye, guys.
See you next Monday at 9.